coach your team's response in the Tennessee Tech game. Obviously, great effort in Jacksonville. Just didn't have a great first half. What bled over between those 2 days? Was it practice? Was it attention to detail? What changed going into it?
I just think Thursday night, for the first 28 minutes of the game, we didn't play very well, and Jacksonville State played really well. I thought that was a bad combination for us. And then I just thought we had the right mindset. We got off to a much better start Saturday night. Started at the defensive end of the floor. We only forced 2 turnovers in the first half Thursday night. Saturday night, first possession of the game, we get a steal, and Ja goes all the way for a layup. Got off to a good start defensively, and then that continued on throughout.
Obviously, you want everybody to be playing well, and you want confidence to be built. But I felt like there at the first media of the Tech game, Ja already had 7 points, 2 rebounds, an assist. You guys had gotten that 11-0 start. Was there a specific focus to get him locked in, or was that just him?
No, I think Thursday night just didn't play one of his better games, and I thought he responded very well, came out very confident. Was aggressive, and it started at the defensive end, but then he really attacked the basket, knocked down an open 3. Just thought he had a good confidence to him out there on the floor.
It seems like, especially in this last week, maybe 2 weeks, that Jalen's become that rim protector that it seemed at times this team might not have had. How big is that to have a guy that can go up and block shots in tough situations like that?
Well, he's done a really good job at the back end of our defense, not only blocking shots but contesting shots around the goal. And also Mason Ramsey's a really good scorer in the post, and I thought he did a terrific job on him defensively. And even Thursday night on Giga for Jacksonville State did a good job defensively in the post. So, if you look at our 2-point percentage defense, it's been solid all season long, and I think he's a big part of that.
I talked to Terrell for a few minutes after Saturday's game, and obviously he's thrilled with the way that he's playing, rebounding really well, scoring well under the basket. Obviously, though, he did mention that he's a little bit frustrated that his outside shot's not really falling for him right now. How does that – does he just have to keep putting up more shots? Or how does a player of his caliber at this point in his career continue to build that shot and get back to shooting around 40%?
Well, he should shoot the ball with a lot of confidence. For his career, he's over 40% from behind the arc. So he's as good a catch-and-shoot guy as there is. I just want to make sure he maintains the proper balance of inside-outside. I thought he had that Saturday night. Had some great moves down in the post, really crashed the offensive glass. And then he'll make shots. I don't worry about that at all. Just want him to continue to take good ones as long as they're in rhythm, catch and shoot. Good footwork. I think he'll step up and knock those down.
Tech came into Saturday's game rebounding the basketball fairly well in conference play. And at the half, you guys had a 23-7 rebounding advantage, particularly on the defensive end. I would assume that was just a major scout going into that game to just limit their three-point shooting to 1 attempt.
Well, we always want to try and limit the opponent to 1 shot, but I thought it was really just the credit to our defense. That we were able to limit them scoring the ball there in the first half and gave us an opportunity to get a lot of defensive rebounds. So, but I thought our defensive effort Saturday was as good as it's been. You're talking about Tennessee Tech was averaging 79 a game coming in. They were undefeated at home, 8-0. Had just had a great win over Austin Peay, and to hold them to 45 points, and they were leading the league in 3-point shooting coming into the game, and they went 1 for 16. So I was just thrilled with their defensive effort and focus.
It's really unlike the team in this last week to have turned the ball over as much as they have. Is that just maybe just mental thing that they're just not taking care of the ball as well? Is it just lack of, I guess, concentration on the floor?
I don't think lack of concentration, probably a combination of many things. Coming into the game, we were top 20 in the country, right around 11 turnovers. Or end of the weekend, excuse me, around 11 turnovers a game. We averaged 17 on the weekend, obviously way too many. I think a combination of some careless turnovers, some over-dribbling, some poor spacing, some poor coaching. So we'll work to get better at that this week. But, and then probably the biggest piece of it is just, credit to the pressure defense of Jacksonville State and Tennessee Tech. I thought both did a good job denying passing lanes, and we have to be able to execute better against that.
Yeah. We think about it. We felt like we should have been up there. Of course, every team feels like that. And I feel like it is going to be a hype game. We just got to come in and do what we do best, and don't let the hype stuff get us out of our zone and what we know we can do on the court.
From a matchup perspective, where do you guys think you fit against a team like Belmont, where, like, obviously you still have some scout to go through and things like that, but we know Windler's been good, Casey's been good, Luke's been good, Mac Mercer. Where do you guys think you fit defensively matching up against them? Like, Terrell, do you have any idea who you might match up against?
Probably the 4-man. I just feel like we can be real physical on the defense end against those guys, and we just got to coming in and be real physical from the jump and let them know what type of game we want to play.
Brian, what about you? Where do you think your assignment is going to be?
I feel like I'm going to be on the 5-man because that's the biggest one out there and he can score on the low post. So I feel like I'll be the best defender for him. So I'll take the 5-man.
I had one, but now it's gone.
I started to say, looking at trends, guys, especially from a defensive end, now for the season, you guys are holding opponents to 32% three-point shooting. Tennessee State and Belmont both shoot the three pretty well. How do you guys continue to build on that coming into this week?
Just still watching scout and knowing what guys to chase off the line and knowing what guys to have shorter closeouts on. And coach really put that on us a lot, that we have to make guys who shoot the ball put it on the ground, and the guys who don't like to shoot make them have to beat us and take the contested shots.
How do you guys keep the momentum from that 26-point win Saturday, keep that energy going throughout the week going into a tough game against a Belmont team?
We have to start off fast because like the Jacksonville State game, we started off slow, so we want to keep that mentality to start off fast and punch them in the mouth first and, lay the first lick. So we're just going to try to keep that mindset going into these next games.
I know we keep talking about the Belmont game, guys, but yeah, it just seems like such a big game, and it kind of has maybe that gravitas around it. They don't lose a lot at home. They're 40-2 in OVC play since they've joined the OVC. Do you guys even think about that at all, about how tough they can be at home?
I didn't even know that they was 42 at home. But I really I like away games. I like the crowd going against us sometime. And I think that'll get our team going even when the crowd going against us, and we have to bring our own energy.
Yeah.
Speaking of that, with Jacksonville, that was not a very warm reception in Jacksonville. Y'all were kind of all smiling in the layup line. I know you didn't get the first half you wanted, but you responded in the second half. Did that crowd really motivate you guys to come out and play a good game against them?
Yeah, you have people in the crowd that says slick things and say stuff to get us going. And I just take it as they just want to try to get us out of character or try to get us to where we're not playing at our best. But I feel like our team really responded well on the road. We just can't let ourselves get into a hole and have to dig ourselves out. We have to start off from the jump.
Do you feel like you guys started on that perfect jump at Tennessee Tech? I mean, I know it's easy to say you were up 11-0, but was that the perfect start for you guys coming out of that game?
Yes, I feel like we just got to start off defensive minded, and our offense will always come